It's 7 a.m. on September 9th, 2023. And it's a chilly morning, 60 degrees. And sun's been up for a few minutes. It was shining earlier. I think this is behind it. It was leaving lots of long shadows of the trees behind on the east side of the house. So this is the west side, and I'm ready to leave to go out to the cattle or the pasture to work on that, to install that post and west gate of the bale storage area till they finish that job. I got some wire panels from the farm, some short ones that would just, I think it's going to fit just right. At least one of them will. I got two because I didn't know which one was best. Anyway, it's pretty chilly, but feels good. Feels good to be chilled instead of overheated. Okay, I gotta find me another bucket for. I picked elderberries. I picked the last of the elderberries last night or yesterday, so I'm using up my other bucket. So I gotta go find me a spare bucket that I can put corn in for the cattle. Okay, gotta go. See you at the pasture. Went around to the front of the house to look for a bucket. Traffic already. This early. Anyway, I saw my Highlanders hanging out under the cedars here on the other side of the pasture. This is the north side where I got my line of cedar trees. When I first bought this property, it was just a bunch of weeds and brush. You know, there was no big trees, but there's lots of little cedars. So so before I mowed it with a bush hog, I identified where all the little cedars were, marked them, mowed around them, and then came back later and dug them all up and planted them a whole line of them along the north side of where I knew I was going to build my house. That was in 83 or 82, I forget exactly. I know I built the house in 83, so it must have been 82 when we bought the property. So something like that. Anyway, they're all relaxed. At least they're cool now. They don't have to soak in the water. Oh, I can see the sun shining over there on the east side of the house. I'm gonna go find me a bucket and go out to the other pasture. Okay. See you later, girls. Yeah, my pasture by the house, behind the house, is also a bottom. It's near the creek is just beyond those trees. The same creek that flows across my other pasture, or flows through. This one here flows on the outside of my property. It's on the other side of those trees, and the trees are sort of my boundary. It goes all the way out to the road. Right there's the road, that little opening there. And I got a gate there that I can go down into there. And cattle are laying there. And it goes, walk back around the cedar. It goes down through here. I got a pond there. It goes out to where those other trees are. It doesn't go out too far. But anyway, that's the limit of my pasture near the house, so that's why I only keep a few cattle here. Oh, I got a lot of Jimson weeds down there. That's where I feed the cattle. That's where I feed these cattle, along the bottom of this hill. Along the bottom of this hill. And that's where all the Jimson weeds are growing. I also feed some over there where those dead trees are. I think that's what killed those trees. Feeding hay there too much killed them. So I stopped feeding there because I thought maybe the trees would. And also, there's also a stream that flows through there from the road. From the road it flows down, comes into my property and flows down along that left side there and goes out that way to the creek. And there's also a little bitty pond way back there where those trees are, where those trees stick out. There's a hump where it was dug out. That was my first pond for the cattle, but it wasn't enough, so I had this other one dug out, and worked out pretty good. Anyway, I don't do much with this pasture because these cattle, these Highland cattle, they never get out. They're content with what they got here. Okay, I gotta get moving. Sun's rising, and as John Wade said in the movie Cowboys, we're burning daylight. It's just after 7 a.m. on September 9, 2023, and I'm heading out to the pasture up to the top to work on that gate that was hinged to the tree. I removed that yesterday, and today I'm going to dig the rest of the hole for the post. But look at the nice yellow wildflowers, and look at that one stickerweed. I need to cut that out of there. Yeah, that's the same stickerweed that grows over there. Hot guy over here. This thing spread. But anyway, when I came up, I saw some yellow birds fly away. Some yellow birds. I don't know if those are canaries or whatever you call them. They're just yellow. There were yellow birds on the yellow flowers. But there was a couple of them. They flew away. Anyway, I got to get to work. Trucks are running, wasting gas. So let's get moving. See you on top. Gotcha, you stinky weed. Not stinky, you sticky weed. Yeah, sticker weed. I got you. Finally made the effort to get you. Okay. Back to my schedule. There's some purple phlox in there and yellow flowers. There's something blowing in the wind back there. I think I get the flower. Okay, gotta go. Well, bull's up there on top of that hill. I'm going up this road here, up to the bale storage area, work on that gate and add that post. Okay, a few things that I needed, I think. We'll see how everything works out. The other ones are out grazing. There's a few cattle up there on that side. Some calves and somebody way over there. Up in there somewhere, yeah. I don't know who it is. But you can see my gate over there, way over there in the corner, way back there in front of those trees. Yeah, now I'm glad I added that. Now I have access to the back better when I need it. I got another gate on the other end, just like it. It's a 6 foot. I can drive a 4-wheeler or an ATV through there, and then I can drive my lawnmower through there now. So everything's set. I'm just working on a few other things like that gate there to get everything corrected, make everything work a little better, more efficient. Is that what they call it? More efficient. Yeah. Well, anyway, I got to go up that hill now and get going. One of these days I got to cut the rest of those branches off there that are hanging over the road, but not today. Here they come, coming down the hill. And now they're going to go up this hill. Those are the 4 that always come first. The bull's in the back there though. He was scratching on a tree. I'm not going to give him corn right now. I'm gonna wait a while. It's too early. Yeah. I didn't give them corn till noon yesterday, or afternoon. So they can wait. I gotta move my bucket farther into the truck though, so they don't, because I'm sure they're gonna smell it. Sorry girls, I'm gonna put a hold on it. Hold on the corn for a little while. You guys can hang around here if you want, but I'm gonna do some work first. But I'll give the corn to you eventually. I don't want to spoil you too much. What I would like to do on Tuesday on the first load that I sort. These two here. I want these two here. If they do like you're doing today, those two go into that pen by themselves, I can lock them in real quick, and then I'd be set to load before the bull gets there. So that's good. It's good that they came first, but not today. Only problem is it looks like they're calling for rain Monday night, and then some more and continuing into Tuesday morning. So I'm not sure if I can get up here when it's raining, but we'll see. I can load them when it's raining. I just don't know if I can get the truck up here Tuesday morning. There you go, bully. No corn yet. You'll have to wait. Probably been getting too much corn lately anyway. So a little anticipation is good for you. Well, the water soaked into my hole for my post hole. I'm gonna make it wider, but I just wanted to put some water in it yesterday to soften the ground. And if I'm lucky, I won't hit no roots deep down. I just hope not. Anyway, this is a continuation of my project from yesterday. I took the gate off of this post. I took the gate off this tree. I had actually I think I got it right here. Yeah. I took this hinge pin. I unscrewed it from this spot here, and I tried to take the bottom one out, but I just couldn't get it. I didn't have enough room to work, and it's stuck. I think I didn't think it was turning. I don't think it was turning in the threads. The threads were turning. So I gave up. I brought another one. I think it's been sawed off. It's about half as long as that one. Probably. Whoop. Yeah. Fumble fingers. Anyway, I'm gonna get set up here and get started digging. Okay, let's get going. Oh, I left my oil can out here yesterday. Oh, I gotta move those buckets. The corn there! Not yet. You have to wait. Now they're all pestering me for the corn. Bullets here, I guess I may have to feed them. I don't think I can work unless I feed them. They're all hanging there trying to reach over to get the corn. I may have to feed them. Just to get, hey, what you? Get out! Don't ever do that. Don't ever charge me like that. Never. That's bad cow. Bad cow. Hear me? That's bad. Don't charge me. I don't care how hungry you are for corn. Okay, I'll go ahead and feed you. But first I'm gonna close the gates because I don't want you chasing me. I brought 2 wire panels. I don't know how wide they are. 4 foot maybe. Bully, I'll feed you corn later. Yeah, just do something else. Yeah, don't get too close to me. Bully, your mama's over here. Bully, little bully. Little bully. Your mama's over there in the pen. Yeah, if I was going to feed him, I'd back up. I'd back up to the truck. I'd back up the truck over there. Yeah, I'd back the truck up over there because the corn's on this side, and I'd back the truck up to that door. After I close those 2 gates, those 2 silver gates on the outside here. I'd close them. I'd back the truck up so I could reach the corn from inside the trailer, because I ain't gonna walk around with a bucket of corn with these guys following me. They'll chase me down like a dog wanting some meat. Anyway, that's what I would do. And then we get ready to feed them. But I just want them to calm down. Relax a little bit, guys. You're addicted to corn now. Well, anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Yeah, I got these. I think they're about 4 foot. I haven't measured them yet. But one's a little stronger. The one in front here, that one there, it doesn't have that tight thing on the bottom. It's normal spacing all the way up, except for the one on the bottom. But that one's got tighter stuff. I don't know if that's necessary, but it feels stiffer. That one feels more flimsy, so I'm going to try to use that one. The only thing that makes this one longer are the bars that stick out. Hey, I'm trying to talk. Hey, I'm trying to talk. You two? Y'all have something to say, huh? You guys make me laugh sometimes. You're so spoiled. I know, you walked all the way up here. I thought you were going to get some corn. And you will. Just not now. You have to operate on my schedule. I don't operate on yours. Oh, look at you. I'm going to take a picture. Okay, I'm going to go do some work now. Yeah. Little Cappy just ran up the hill. I didn't catch it. It was so funny the way he ran. You guys still hanging out, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to weaken here a little bit. I'm probably going to give you the corn soon. I think I'll use that one, the rustier one, the one that has more bars across the bottom. Stop it, cow! Leave the water alone. But I think I'm going to turn it upside down, put the heavier bars to the top, so there's more to see for the cows. And that'll tie to the post pretty good, and I'll tie it to the tree. Yeah, that'll work out pretty good. And if I wanted to, let me see. Yeah, that'll work good. It might look like an opening to them with that in there. And then if I want to, I may have to turn. I'll turn it around. But I can always put this one in here like this, something like that. Something like that to keep them out of that corner, so they don't get too close to the tree. And thinking that's an opening for them to go in through the gate. Yeah, but I won't have those sticking out. I'll have this end over there and this end here through the fence. I gotta be careful though, because there's an electric fence there up on top. I might have to cut some of them off so they don't touch that wire up there. Okay, I know what I gotta do. I just gotta dig my hole and go from there. Okay, now that I got my truck unloaded, more or less. Yeah, I think I got everything I need here. Soul digger, shovel. Come on. Yeah, I got everything I need, I think. Anyway, I can always move the truck back, but now I can move the truck and give them some corn. Let's do that. Then I'll start digging. Yeah, I turned that one around. I think that'll look good there. I'll have one against the tree on that side, straight in from the post, and I'll have this other one doing something with this, closing off that corner to keep their nose from looking over that area. Okay. Now I'm ready to go feed them. Okay, let's go feed their sugar habit or corn habit, or what do you want to call it? Corn addiction? Yeah, corn addiction. Yeah, I even brought my chair for my lazy bones. Sometimes I just want to sit down. I usually sit down in the truck, but sometimes I just want to sit down right where I'm working. Okay. Well, let's do a little corn feeding. See how they react. Told you, he likes to scratch himself on that jack thingy, on the top of that jack. He likes to scratch his neck and whatever he wants to scratch. That's why it's so shiny. Okay, I'm gonna close both gates first. But I close both gates, both silver gates, and I open up that other gate there so I can walk through there. I'm gonna unload the corn through that little door, and then into the trailer, and then I'm gonna feed everybody, fill up all the tubs, not fill them up, put some in each tub, and then I'm gonna come back and then I'll open the gates. I gotta back the truck up so I can get the corn from the door of the trailer, side door, and then carry it in and do all the feeding. Fill up, put some in all the tubs without the cows bothering me. Okay, now let's get this done. Well, it looks like somebody came in and either came in this way because I left this door open and ate some out of this front tub, or they came in from the other side, or from the back end. That's good though. At least they were able to eat it. I think it was a bull. I put corn in all the tubs, and now I'm going to open the gates. You're getting too friendly here, aren't you? Yeah, you're getting too friendly. Okay. Move out of the way and I'll open your gates. Bull was the first one in, then her, and now the rest will go in. I'll open the other gate now. Okay, open up. The bigger cows are in that smaller pen. Well, at least now the younger ones can come in and eat in peace while they're eating the other stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I can work with this now. And I'm gonna one of these days when after I feed them, I'm gonna play with that gate, swing it back and forth, see if I can move cattle back and forth to one side or the other with that gate, like I think I can. Anyway, they're all content now. I think there's still one. Well, I'm not selling her, so I guess it's okay. She's eating grass. I don't think she's even. I don't know if she's ever tasted corn. She probably can't get close to any of these tubs. But see that baby? The baby bull, he's eating it because his mama lets him. But that white calf is also the sister to that bull, little bull, and daughter of that first calf of that cow there. So if she came in, she might be able to eat next to her, but this cow here would probably chase her out. Wouldn't you? Yeah, I'm telling you too. Her and her baby right there in the back. The white one back. What? You afraid to go in there? Go on in there. There's one tub left. You're not very smart, are you? Okay. And that heifer back there, there's no room for her either. I need to get some more tubs and spread them around. Actually, I wanted to replace these with the smaller ones. I don't like those big ones. I just use them because that's all I had. But I normally use those big ones for water. But I got plenty. I had 3 of those. Then I bought 4 more of those other smaller black ones, which is nice. I'll see if I can find some more of them. I just haven't been back to that store lately. But There's another TSC in Nashville now. So, the new one. I bought some insulators there already because the other store in Mount Vernon didn't have it. Okay, so this is what I'd like to see. I can get them. I can get most of them in, like her. If I was selling them today, I'd have to chase her in, because she's not going. Maybe I'm in her way. Let me see if I can chase her in. I don't like chasing them. Come on, come on. Yeah, you guys don't chase good. There you go. Yeah, go on in there. Go on in there. Come on, go on in there. That's it. There's some corn there for you. Go ahead. That's it. That's it. Oh, yeah. Well, that'll work out fine. As long as I can get the ones I need. And then if I was doing it, if I was selling them today, sorting them, I would close that gate right now and then figure out a way to get these smaller calves out first. And then that mama cow and her baby, and leave those other two in there. And then I'd have to figure out how to get the bull out. I guess whoever I get first will be the ones loaded first. Yeah. If I can get the bull out of there, I can work a lot better with. Once I get something in there, and the other ones in here, yeah, I think I can manage it. Yeah, I think I can manage it. Okay, well, I'll get back to work. They got what they wanted. They got what they wanted. Okay. All right, back to work. There's a view of all of them. I guess they're all there. All except her. All except her. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, there's some smaller ones missing. Oh, that's them red ones. Yeah, I know who's missing. Yeah, I know who's missing. The red one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I know exactly which ones are missing. The two red ones. The two small red ones. Some bully chased them out of the tubs. Okay, I really gotta get back to work now. Look at that. That heifer is dominant over that cow. See, that's why I said I need to, whoever goes in there, I need to lock him in first, so somebody else don't come in and chase him out. Yeah, that's what I get it. I'll be doing that. See, it don't take long for them to eat the corn, and then they're jockeying for position to find some more. So as soon as they go in to eat, that's when I gotta start locking gates. Yeah. Okay, at least I know my routine now, or my objective, and my method. Hopefully it works. Okay, back to work. Well, I dug a little ways down and hit a root. I've been digging around it. I got a machete, or bolo, as I call it. And I got a handsaw, so I'm going to saw that out now. I think I can saw it far enough off to the side where it won't interfere with the rest of my digging. And I hope I don't hit any more roots further down. I don't know how far that is, 16 inches maybe. I don't know. I didn't measure it yet. I want to get the root out first. Anyway, that's what I got so far. A root. But I had a nice chair now to sit on to work on it with that machete. And then I dug some more with the... I was able to get the postal digger on one side, so I was able to dig out deeper there and then use that to dig out the other side. I broke the root in half in the middle but I still need to saw it out. Okay. Oh, here comes the late guys. They're late. Oh, 3 of them. There was 3 of them that was late. Oh, I miscounted. Sorry, you're too late. It's all gone. Corn's all gone. See what happens when you're late? You'll miss out. Too bad. You must have been asleep. Yeah, that red says, oh, you don't get none no more. Yeah, too late. But I didn't need you anyway. I wasn't selling you, so that's all right. There would have been less animals to work with when I do sort them on Tuesday. I don't know what I'm going to do if it rains, but I'll work something out. I'm sure not going to park the truck here overnight. It's possible that the rain might stop by mid-morning, and then clear up in the afternoon, and maybe it won't rain too much, and it'll be dry enough for me to get out here. I can still take them in Tuesday evening, and if I have to, I can take them in Wednesday morning. They don't sell cattle till later in the morning, so in the past I've always taken them in very early in the morning when I used to work at a regular job, just because I just had to take them in very early in the morning. But I don't have to do that now, so I take them in on Tuesday night, the night before the auction, or day before the auction. I could charge a little bit more for their food and keep, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm gonna dig out that root, or saw out that root, and then keep going with my hole. Well, I was down about 20 inches, so I know that's the root that I cut out. I think I can keep digging now. And what I'm at the camera recording, that's the old bolt that I found, and I'll probably put that long one on the top, but I think I can screw this one in. It's got some thread on it, not as good, but that'll be on the bottom. Most of the weight's going to be on the top anyway, the top of the top, so the bottom is just there as a brace. It'll mostly be pushed in. The weight will be pushing down on it, or into the post. Okay, that's back to my digging. Well, I dug out some dirt, and I'm 2 foot down. I'm 2 foot. Another 8 inches to go. I think it's 8, 4, 6, yeah. 8 more inches. I'm glad I brought the chair. When I get down this deep, I have to bend over to dig out the dirt, and because the thing is low down now. But I got this chair now. I can sit down and save my back. Yeah, because my back's been hurt the last few days from all this digging post holes. But this chair makes it so much easier. Yeah, I can dig down deep now. Okay, but I'm limited how deep I can go by the width of the hole. So, but I can make 32. That's about 10 inches wide. I measured the post where the post is going to be at the top of the ground. The top, the ground level of the post. That's about 6 or 7 inches. So I left 10 inches. So I need about 1 inch around the post for camping. Okay. And for some reason I wore my steel toe shoes today, because my other shoes were lighter. Oh, but they starting to hurt my feet. Anyway, these aren't too bad. A little heavier, but I've worn them before. Okay, let's go back to digging. There's somebody in there. I'm gonna crawl up here and find out who. I don't hurt myself. nobody's in here. She's got her back feet on the trailer, maybe not. She's trying to get to that corn, but she's too afraid. You'll have to go in tomorrow when I ship you. Go on in. It's nothing to be afraid of. At least you came this far. That's good. Come on, girl. Come on in. Come on. Every time she steps into the trailer, I can hear it. See? It makes that sound. That's what scares her. The sound of that trailer scares her. But the corn overpowered her fear. Corn overpowers her fear. That's what I thought. You know, if I was going to design a cattle trailer, I might use those hard rubber mats. I see them in factories and stuff. I think they had them in the factory I worked. For the people who were standing all day, they put these hard rubber mats. They weren't that hard. They had some cushion to them, but I wouldn't use those softer ones here. I'd use the hard rubber mats, so they wouldn't make so much of a sound. I'll have to think about that. I wonder how much that cost. Might be easy to wash out too. Yeah. Something to think about. Not today, not this time though. You just learn how to get in the trailer. Because hopefully you're going to be first, because I want you up front. But we'll see. We'll see next Tuesday. Everybody's hanging out over here on this side. I guess it's more shady. There's a little bully next to her. That's the other one's a bull too, from not from her. Who are you from? Oh, the hairy one, the more woolly one, the bull. He's from that cow, which is the daughter of this cow. Okay. He's a lot younger, but he's got more. Seems like he's got more meat on him. Anyway. Okay, there's my big bully. See how he did? See how they play with the mirrors? I pushed them in. I folded them in so they can't be banging on them. He's trying to scratch their head on them or something, or hit them with their horn. Right, bully? Always snooping around, looking for something more to eat, don't you? That cow, look in that window. Or heifer. Yeah, he's looking for some more corn. Oh well, tomorrow. I'll bring it tomorrow. I guess, hopefully you're satisfied for today. Yeah, that's it. Chase. Oh, look at all them flies. They must tickle. That's good. It's cool weather's doing that. This cool weather in the morning, it's making all the flies hang on them for heat. Hey! Stop it. Stop it. That's not a scratching post. Yeah. I'm going to have to fold that up. Bully's watching me work. You don't get too close. I got a stick. I got a stick and a bolo. A machete. You don't want to get too close. Machete's too short. I got my tamping stick and a shovel too. You just mind your own business. And you too. She's getting an attitude. She never had an attitude before. Of course, I never worked with them this close before too. Usually when I fed them corn in the troughs down by the road, by the main gate, the big troughs, I just feed them and walk away. But she's been getting too close to me lately. I don't pet these animals. I don't trust them. But you're getting too close too. I would have to whack you in the horn with that stick. I got a longer stick, but yours are a little sharper than mine, aren't they? Got a nice curve to your horns. I like them. Yeah, that's another thing. I raise horn cattle. I like horn cattle. To me, cattle aren't a cattle unless they have horns. They're some kind of, like all these, I know Angus and Hereford, and they're all polled, and all the other polled cattle. But to me, growing up with all the westerns and longhorns, to me, it's just natural for cattle to have horns. Yeah. Dad, I remember Dad always had dairy cow, at least one, sometimes two, dairy cow, in case we decided to raise one of the heifer calves. But anyway, bye, Boley. That's it. You put the car between me and you. Anyway, I remember Dad, whenever he had a milk cow, he always cut her horns off. I think they still got it at the house, unless they sold it. But they had one of those dehorning things. You put it on there, and you have to tie the animal down, and some people have the vet come out. But I remember when Dad used to dehorn a cow, a dairy cow. They say he bought a new one, or he raised one, and the horns got too big, and he decided, he wanted to cut them off. Instead of doing it when they're babies with that caustic paste. I used to do that when I was raising Angus Holsteins. I used to use that caustic paste on their horn buttons, horn buttons, and to dehorn them when they're little. But Dad used to put that big thing on there, and it's like a big guillotine. You wrap it. It's got a hole in it, and it's got a blade. I don't know what's on the back side, but it's got a blade shape of like a V, and you just clamp it down like a bolt cutters, and it cuts the horn off, and then the blood sprays the whole barn. I remember that the blood was squirting out so hard, so fast that it was painting the barn with blood. Now the vet would, one time Dad had the vet do it, or maybe I did that. Yeah, I think I had a bull that I wanted to have the horns cut off. That's before I learned. That's before I knew better. And they're down there eating. Look at all that. I guess they haven't been in here for a while, so they decided to come down here and graze all that. See, they still graze down in those woods. See that Scott? Yeah, she's eating something down there. Yeah, trees. That's the young trees they're growing. But anyway, back to my story. What was my story? Oh, I had a larger bull dehorned, and I called the vet out, and he cut the horns off with some kind of looked like a chainsaw or something, and it was like a diamond thingy, and then he had these big forceps or pliers, skinny pliers. He would go into the horn as it was bleeding. He'd pull out the vein or do something to it to make it stop bleeding. Yeah, and then he put some kind of paste over the horn that was cut, so it would heal better. Anyway, but I haven't cut a horn off in, I don't know, 50 years. Yeah, maybe 40 years. Anyway, it's been a long time since I cut a horn off. I don't want to do it again. Anyway, I'm down to well, it was 24, and then I dug a hole in the center. That's how I do it. I dig a hole in the center with the thing, the depth of that thing to there. Because that's about 8 inches, and then I'll come back and tear out the sides, because the sides break off better if the middle's hollowed out. Okay, well I'm gonna finish this hole and then put that post in. I was only able to go down about 30 inches. I couldn't, well, my hole's not wide enough to spread my handles apart to go any deeper. I tried. I just can't get it. And I don't want to make it any wider. Okay, 30 inches is enough for this post. Okay, yeah, it's deep enough. Short post anyway. Okay, because I made it short. Everybody else went back to cooling off in the trees and maybe nibbling on some brush or out there eating some grass, because it's a cool morning. It's still cool. I feel there's a nice cool breeze, and I'm in the shade anyway. Yeah, it's a good time to work in the shade in the morning. Okay, I'm gonna put the post in now. Well, we got the view of the whole gate now. Post is ready to go in the hole. I checked those holes. Those holes are a little bit too large for the screws that I got to put in, the hinges. It's too large. I'll still have to drill new holes. But I was kind of expecting that anyway. Anyway, I think those holes were drilled for bolts that went all the way through. I got a couple. I got some of those bolts that go all the way through, but they're bigger. They're bigger than the ones I got, so they won't fit through that. They won't fit through those holes. I was hoping to. I thought maybe I could use those holes, but I have to drill them out again. Anyway, if I'm going to drill, I'll just drill the holes for those little hinges. I don't have that big of a gate. I don't need them. Them big hinges that goes all the way through. They're for the great big, like 16-foot or 18-foot gates. Not this little. I don't even know what that is. 12-foot maybe? I don't know. I'm going to measure that. I don't know how big that is. I know I should have put 16-foot here. That way this post here would have been out farther. Yeah, I should have put 16. And then I'd have more, because it widens out in the middle, and then it narrows down when it gets to this end here because of the gate. But I guess I used whatever I had at hand. Well, I'd be disappointed if that was a 10-footer. But it's enough to get a tractor through, so I guess it works. Okay, let's put the post in. The post ain't pretty, but I think it'll do the job. Look, I got the right height. I said the yellow pole, so I'm right. And since I don't need those holes, or I can't use them, I'm using this side to face the gate, for the gate side. Yeah, and the bottom is not pretty, but I'm going to have dirt piled up around it, so it may not even be noticeable. But I think it's still strong enough, even with it skinnier at the bottom. I think it's strong enough. Besides, it's a short gate. I want to measure that gate now and see what that gate is. I'm guessing 12. Yeah, that post should do good. I got it propped up with a shovel and a machete. I didn't put no dirt in yet, but I will. I just wanted to see. I got it where it's plumb or level, vertically level or plumb on both directions. Here, I set up the gate in the position that it's going to be hooked. Yeah, I think it'll work. Like I said, I got these two panels here that I want to put in here to block the cattle, because to them it might look like they can go through there, but you know what? I just remembered when I was at the farm getting these things, these cow panels. I saw a 4-foot gate, the old-fashioned flat metal gate. That might even be mine, because I used to have cattle over there when I had it set up for cattle in that Dad's old pig shed when Dad stopped raising pigs, or when we stopped raising pigs, hogs. I turned it into, I used it one end of it for cattle, and my brother used the other end for chickens. Yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can find that 4-foot gate. I'll put a gate here. That way I can go in and out without opening the big gate. I can go in and do what I want. I can't, it's just for walking through. Yeah, instead of unchaining the whole thing. Yeah, I might still use this, but I want to see if that 4-foot gate will work. And if not, I can use it somewhere else. Yeah, I'm gonna salvage that from the farm. Okay, yeah, good idea. I'm glad I thought of that before I put all these panels in. I never had a view from the inside of the bale storage area, so I'm glad I'm doing it now. Yeah, that's gonna work out pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna check out that 4-foot gate. That's just for going in case I want to go in and do something without opening that big gate. I don't need it, but I want to see if it'll work. And I can hinge it to that. I can hinge it to that same post. Yeah. Okay. Let me set that post. It's already set. I got to fill in the dirt and tamp the dirt in. And then I got to drill the holes for my anchors or for my hinges. And then the gate will be done. I want to make sure it's raised up a little bit because this end's a little bit too low. I don't want it dragging on the ground when I open it. I'll still open it that way. Open it out. So it still works good. It connects to that post right, and I think there's still enough room to make that turn with my brother's tractor and my tractor. Okay. Okay, well, I'm getting there. Almost done. A few more steps. Yeah. That looks pretty good already. Yeah, but yeah, the bottom hinge would be there on the bottom. It's already pretty close to where it's going to be. And then see if the top hinge, I'm going to raise it up near the top of the post, and then I'm going to raise the whole gate up a little bit. I'll have to get my blocks out again and set that up before I drill my holes, because I got room to move up. And like I said, once it's up a little higher, and then I'll level the gate so it'll swing better. And I'll probably put a new board down on the bottom for the anchor, or I can use that. Maybe I can use that concrete block over there. Either way, concrete block might be in the way. A wood block is what I usually use, but I can do that anytime. Okay, let's fill in the hole and tamper the post in. Well, I got the gate raised up level where I want it. It looks like it. Actually, I could have put the post farther back. By looking at that, it's almost too close to the post there where the chain hooks. But I can still make it work. Yeah, I could have moved the post back for you. I would have missed that root, and it would have been back a little bit farther, and closer to even with the tree. But what's done's done. It still works. That's the main thing. It works. It's hard to get these things exactly right. But yeah, if I would have moved it that way, about what I needed there to go this way, yeah, I would have missed that root. Of course, then I might have hit another one on this side. Oh, who knows? Anyway, it's done. Post is in. It's solid. I'm going to drill the holes, or I'm going to mark where I'm going to drill the holes and then drill them. That bottom one is stationary. It's not adjustable. So, but I can adjust the one on top a little higher. So I'll do that. I'll do the top one first. Just a closer shot of the gate where it's going to be hinged to the post. That's all. I put that yellow pole there so when the gate's open, my brother can see it with his tractor, so he won't bump into it. This is what I'm drilling with, a hand drill. Works good for me. I got several of these things. Some new. Every time I see one at an auction, I don't know why, I gotta buy them. Well, I got it to the depth that I want. I'm gonna put the hinge bolt in now. Well, I got the hinge about halfway screwed in. It's easy with that thing because I can turn it all the way around. The bottom is a little harder because I can only turn that big bar halfway. Then I gotta use a wrench, a shorter wrench, to turn it around toward the bottom, around on the bottom half. Okay, let's keep working. Well, I drilled the second hole, bottom hole. Harder to do there. I got to sit down and do that one. Then it's hard to get back up. Anyway, the wood that comes out of that hole is so dark because it's soaked with creosote. So this, yeah, I'm sure this was a utility pole, because the old-fashioned kind, because I don't know what they use nowadays, but I don't think it's creosote. But this was soaked with creosote. I can smell it. Same thing out of that hole. And see that bolt, that hinge is shorter. It's a little bit short. I think I showed that before. I showed the comparison. I found that at the farm, so I'm going to make use of it. Oh, wait a minute. No. I found that in my tool shop. That's right, I found that in my tool shop. When I go back to look for this flat metal gate, 4-foot gate, I'm going to see if they got some old hinge posts, hinges in the lumber that they got in the post. And they have a lot of hedge posts, or Osage orange hedge posts. I didn't look for these hinges though, but I'm going to look for them when I go look for that gate. I'm going to get that gate. Anyway, I'm ready to put that hinge in. This means I got to sit back down again. I'll flip it over to get a better view. So I oiled the ends to hammer it in to get it started. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there it goes. That was a hawk. There was a hawk on top of that tree. Anyway, all the cows have disappeared. I could hear that hawk screeching, going, eh, eh, eh. So I had to take a look. Well, I got the gate hinged. That one's facing up. That one's facing down. So that'll hold it in, and the gate's level right now, but it's being supported on that end. Well, I've been having the same problem as I had before. The phone's shutting off by itself, or the video shutting off by itself. The phone's still on, but the video shuts down. It shut down twice. I tried to record again, and it shut down again. Now it's working. I don't think the phone's overheating. It's not that hot. So it has to be something to do with the memory. Anyway, I'm recording this a little bit. The gate's done. I just have to hook it there. I put a wooden stop there on the bottom just to hold the gate up, so there's less pressure on the post. Yeah, looks good. I went ahead and put those cow panels on, both of them. One against the tree and one against the fence. That'll keep the cows from going in. I'll have to think about I'll have to find that gate and see if I can put that into instead. Let's see if that'll work better. But that's now. Well, yeah, I'm going to go to the farm and find that gate and see if that'll work. Okay, I'll be back. I got some other things to do around here anyway. This is how it looks to the cow's point of view. There's a fence there that's taller than they've got an electric fence above this one, so anyway, that shouldn't keep them from going through there. Well, this is the view from the inside. Cows won't see this, but I just want to see what it looks like for my memory. Okay, I guess I'm ready to go back to the farm and see if I can see if that 4-foot gate will fit here. Even if I don't use it here, okay, I got that panel tied around the tree. Yeah. Anyway, I still want to get it in case I want to use it somewhere else. So everything's done here. I just gotta chain that. Let's see if my video shuts off or too soon. See, I'm gonna pick it up a little bit, go through, pick it up with one hand, and then chain it. Well, it takes two hands to change it because I gotta wrap it around the post. But anyway, that's what we're at. We're done with this job, more or less. Like I said, if I put that gate in, a people gate, it's a flat metal gate. Yeah, the old-fashioned kind. I used to have some of those. But now everything I've got is pipe gate. Nice to have one as a remembrance. Okay, I'm going to go back to the farm and see what I can find. I'm hoping the camera keeps recording, or phone. I'm going to give this a test swing. I forgot to do that. Oh, right there's a high spot, but that's okay. It went all the way over where it's supposed to go, out of the way. It goes back about this far until I can see it. I'm going to have to put I'll put some kind of stop here, either a wood stop, probably I'll get an old T-post, maybe a broken one. It has to be at least this tall. Yeah, I could get a wood post, because the T-posts are funny because when they're out in the open like that, the cows rub it, and over time they push them down into the ground. So I think maybe I'll get a small wood post. I can find a small wood post. I think I saw some on the farm too, so maybe I'll grab one of them and put it here. That way I can tie my gate to, and I can also put a stop at the bottom like I did over there to hold the gate up while it's open. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'll get me another small post. Yeah. Well, there it goes. Another hole to dig. There's always something to add, ain't there? Anyway, tractor can get through there. It's only sticking out a little bit farther than it did before. I think my brother can still get through there with his tractor. Swing's good. Swing's good. I'm gonna go ahead and hook it. Oh, I forgot. I gotta take a picture of it open. Let me shut this off. Let me take a better view of it open. Okay, that's it for the video. I'll come back with a post and maybe that gate. I don't know. I don't really need the gate. Yeah, I don't really need that little gate. As long as I can open that gate, yeah, it's just as easy. It's about 3 p.m. I had to come back to the house to get something. And I thought I'd just take a video of the nice clouds. It's partly cloudy today, but it's a nice day. It's not too hot. I'm not really sweating much. The wind is cool too. Okay, back to the gate project. I came back to the pasture and cows all came down here now. I think there's a couple behind that tree. Yeah, I saw a tail switch. Yep. Like I said, it's been a nice day today. Nice and comfortable. Oh, little bully, he laid down. And that one's nursing over there. That's my favorite cow and her heifer calf from this year. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the top and finish my gate project. I'm down by the bridge ready to open the gate. That's who I couldn't see from the other from the road is the bully and the red cow, or red heifer, big red heifer. Those two troughs there, that's where I usually feed corn. But since I'm training them to use the corral, I'm feeding them up there now. If I'm not using the corral, I'll feed them here if I want to treat them with corn, which I do once in a while, but not very often. Not very often. Okay, back to work. Well, I figured out what was wrong with the phone, why it was shutting off. The phone's memory was full. I had to download some videos, and I forgot to. The last time I downloaded videos, I forgot to. After I downloaded them, I forgot to delete them out of there. So I guess the phone ran out of memory. Anyway, it told me what was wrong eventually. Okay, but before it told me what was wrong, it just shuts it down. It just shuts the video off. It'll still take a photo, but it won't take a video. I guess it takes too much memory. Anyway, here's where I am. I got a little post. I found that on the farm too. Oh, and I found that little gate. I don't know if you can see that. Little 4-foot gate. See how it's flat? Flat metal. Well, it's not technically flat, but I call it flat because it's not round. It's not a pipe, so it's flat or shaped flat. I guess you call it sheet metal. Yeah, it's sheet metal. Anyway, all I have to do is attach it there, and it even comes with a hook. It even comes with a hook. I remember that gate. It was over there in my, over at the chicken house or chicken pen, and I got a little screw. I got that screw out of that post. I can screw that in. I shouldn't screw it into the tree, but I could screw it in the tree and then remove it as the tree grows and move it back out. I'll think about it. I'm gonna leave it out here just as I got it tied to the cow panel, just as a visual deterrent, so they won't try to go through there. I know they won't anyway. But anyway, back to this. This is the last thing I got to do. I still got a little shade, so I started digging the hole. So I don't have to go very deep with that. You could tell it wasn't very deep to begin with. It was the last time it was used. I don't know how deep that is, but anyway, I'm gonna dig it in, dig a hole, put it in, and I'm gonna put a little board on the bottom, nail a board, 2x2 or 2 by something, to hold up the gate while it's in the open position. Okay, I better close it now though before the cattle come back, because they were all down by the road when I came up. But they'll probably follow me up here. Okay, one last job to do on this project. Well, I made it about 24, 25 inches, depending on if it's what side of the hole you measure, because the ground slopes right here. It's about 24 inches. That's about the same as that dirt on the post, so it'll be snug enough just to hold that gate. That's all it's going to do, is hold that gate when it's open. Cows will probably rub their neck on it, as long as they don't bend it out of shape. Okay, I'm going to stick the post in the hole now and finish this job. Well, it's in. It's a crooked post. I made it as level as I could. Actually, put it this way, it's level near the ground. Closer to the ground, it's plumb, vertically plumb, but then the post has a bend to it. It bends backward, so I'd rather have it bend backward away from the gate than toward the gate. At least it leaves some gap. Okay. Well, this job's done. I'm going to leave that little 4-foot sheet metal gate. I'll just leave it there for now. It's tied up. It's not hinged or anything, but it's there if I ever want to put it on, or if I need it for something else, I'll know where to find it. I think I'm going to put some sticks underneath it to keep it out of the dirt. And see, look at that post. Down there is vertically level down near the bottom, but when you get to the top, the post is just bent. Okay, so I made it bend outward, just so the top wouldn't hit. I'd rather have the bottom hit the gate, because that's where I want to. That's where I put my 2x2 stop to hold the gate up when it's open like this. It's got a little pressure on it, so it relieves the pressure from the big post. But like I said, it's only open when we haul bales in and out. And when we do that, I lock the cattle into the pasture near the road, so they're not bothering us. We can leave all these gates open as we drive back and forth from the hay field to here. Oh, did I mention that the hay was cut? My hay field was cut last Wednesday, late afternoon Wednesday, and they cut it Wednesday. And then I checked it. I found out about it but I checked it Wednesday morning. It wasn't cut, and then on Thursday morning I checked it, and it was already cut, and it looked like it was freshly cut, but it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. So I know they don't cut hay that early, and it was a foggy morning too. So anyway, today it was dried. It was drying Thursday and Friday, and today's Saturday. And this morning when I went back, when I went back to the thing to get that gate, that little sheet metal gate, and this post, the people I hired to cut, rake, and bale my hay were tedding it with a little tedder behind a little smaller tractor. They were scattering the grass and alfalfa hay so it'll dry faster. So I'm either going to bale it tomorrow or Monday morning, because Monday evening, or sometime Monday, because Monday evening is calling for rain, about a 50% chance. So we'll see. Hopefully they get it baled when it's dry. It has to be dry, because I don't want to be white silage wrapping it again. That's too expensive. So I'll just hope that it's dry when it's mostly grass, so the grass should dry fast. Alfalfa dries fast too. So let's just hope for the best. Let's hope we get dry bales this year. Okay, or this cutting. That'll be my last cutting for this year. I'm talking about hayfield, and I'm supposed to be finishing up this gate. Let's go back here and look at it. Okay. Yeah. Looks good. Looks good. This is what my brother will see when he's driving in and out. So he can... Someone's honking their horn way in the distance. So that... So it's okay. Before, when I was opening the gate from the tree, the gate would hit the bumper of that. Of course, the bumper's on top of the car now. The bumper of the old car, it would hit that, and I would tie the gate with a wire to that bumper to hold it open. But now I got a nice. I don't even have to chain it, because it's on that wooden stop on the bottom, wooden 2x2. So everything's done here. I'm going to go ahead and close it, and I got my tools all loaded up. I got something else to do here. I'm going to try to anyway. I brought the tools that I needed. I want to see if I can get that done today too. It's about 4 o'clock right now, 4 p.m. So I still got some time, and it's not hot or nothing, so nice cool breeze. Okay, I'm ending this gate video. I might throw in some other stuff toward the end. I mean, just to fill up a video with what I'm going to do next here at the corral. Okay, that's all for now. This project is done. I forgot to end the video with the gate closed. All right, the gate is closed. The pole, the open gate pole support is over there to the left, and the gate is closed so the cattle can't get into the bales. Okay, this part's done. Bye. Well, they're back. It's I don't know, 5:30. No, closer to 5. It was 4 o'clock when I finished that post over here. It was 4 o'clock, so it's probably 5. I've been working on those gates. I'm making chain connections for them instead of using wires to tie them shut. I'm using chain with a hook, with a, you know, well, I'll show you. Let's see. They're not all here. There's only a few came up. The bull, and of course that one, and the red one. Yeah, and I don't know who that is that went in. Probably the big white one. Yeah, I think that's the big white one that I'm gonna sell. But I didn't give any corn. I was just, like I said, just playing with these chains. Not playing, working with these chains, cutting them to length, and putting the other hook or the clasp, what do you want to call it? I'm gonna go check them out. See which one I did. There's a chain and I call it a hook. That can be. You can open it real easy with your thumb. See, not faster than a chain or than tying wires together. And when it's only going to be used when the gate's open, I'll chain it to this T-post so the cows don't move it back and forth or move it off that. I can chain it short or long. See, okay, that's the first one. There's the second one. That's a longer one. It's designed to wrap around this post and that gate on the end there, that red gate, when that gate is closed here. And then this one was already here. It's got an older type. I can still use this gate. Don't get open very much. But when I need to, I can open up pretty quick with that spring-loaded thing. And those two are independent. That's for that gate, and that's for that gate over there. I still need to make one for there. Although right now I just got it tied with a wire, which is good enough because it's up on a concrete block like that one there. So it's not gonna move very easy. The cows don't bother it too much. So that was 1, 2. This is the second one. At least the cows are comfortable now inside this corral. They're not afraid of me too much. At least they don't run away when I get close to them. But once I start chasing them, or once I start torting them, they might have a different attitude after that. Okay, well anyway, 1, 2 over there. Here's the third one. Okay, this is going to chain. This is chain for the top. That rolls around the post. But just as an insurance, I made another one for there, because I wanted it on the bottom. So if I ever close that gate and want to keep it closed, I want 2 chains. The one here, closer to the top. Then I'm going to put that one near the bottom, just to make sure it's tight top and bottom. Well, I wouldn't call this the top, but it's the top. Yeah, I want 2 chains on there. So those this one hooks into this, so that's pretty quick, and then that hooks into that, so that's pretty quick too. Yeah, no more wires. And then see, what was that? 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's one. This one serves double duty. It's a shorter one. It wraps around this T-post. I I gotta tie that brick to the thing, but I'll do it later. That ties around there to hold this gate. It's pretty tight because I got it tall enough where it's pretty snug and they ain't gonna bother it. And then that one, that same one, when the gate's closed over here, it'll be tied around this T-post. Right about there, right above that. Yeah, right about this, right above that. Because when the gate's closed, the fence goes in that little notch there, between the two bricks. Okay, so that one, that's double duty. And here, okay, that was 1, 2, 3, 4. This is number 5. This coming up is number 5. Oh, well, that's over there, but it works here. Oh, hi, Bull. Let me. And it's over there. It hooks onto that one, on that T-post when that gate's open. It's also going to hold. It's a little longer. It's also going to hold that other gate that's tied to the trailer when it's open. So they'll be holding 2 of them, 2 gates. But when this silver gate is closed, I'm going to think it'll come off that T-post, and I'll bring it over here. And if I close this gate to lock somebody in, I'll wrap it around that whole post. So it's long enough to wrap around the wood post, and long enough to wrap around both gates. So that's where we're at. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made 5 chains, and if I need to, I'll make another chain. I got some more chain and a hook, so I can make another one over there, but I don't think it's really necessary right now. We'll see. Okay, I'm ready to go home. Who's this? Oh, that's the one I'm going to sell. And I'm going to sell that red one. The others I'm going to sell aren't here. Okay, I'm going to take some pictures now. Yeah. There's a nice heifer. It'd be nicer if it had a black nose and black hooves. But it'll still make a good cow. Bully, there's still some corn at the very front if you want to go in and get it. So, somebody's been getting it over the night. Okay, I like that one. I can't wait till she has a calf. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know where that brindle color came. It had to come from the Highlands, I think, because Italian whites don't have it. The Highlands is the only other breeds in here. Oh, the Piedmontese, but I don't think Piedmontese have brindle either. It had to come from the Highland. Yeah. Okay. All the younger ones must be down in the bottom. Oh, see, he's so comfortable. He laid right down next to me. Look at that. Or she's so comfortable. Okay, well, I'm done here. It's not easy. I kind of worry about myself sometimes when I sort these cattle by myself, but if I had anybody helping me, the cattle wouldn't be used to them, and they'd be more frightened of the stranger who's trying to chase them. So it's better if I just do it by myself. That's why I'm putting all these gates in and different pens. Now I got 3 pens. I got a pen here, I got a pen over there by the trailer, and then I got a holding pen there on this side if I need it. The main thing is get them all, get the ones I want to sell, get them to go in there and lock that gate. Okay, once that gate's locked, then and also get whoever wants to go in there, anybody that I want to sell, they go into that other pen, this big round pen, then then I'll lock that gate. And once those two gates are locked, then I can sort them and try to let out who I don't need, or lock in what I want to sell over there on the other pen near the trailer. So I've worked it before, but the first thing I got to do, though, no matter who I'm working with, or I mean what cattle that I'm working with, once I lock in somebody in that pen, in this pen where the bull is, and the bull's in there, the first thing I do is get that bull out. Once he's out, then I can handle the cattle a lot better, because I don't trust working in close quarters with that bull, especially in an enclosed environment. I feel trapped, and I'm not as agile as I used to be. Well, that's about all I can do today. I did what I intended to do. Fix that gate. That was my purpose out here today. Main purpose. I'll leave that open because somebody's either coming in from the other end. Look at that bully just laid down. Good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Well, boy, I'm going to be going home now. Yeah, I'm going home. You take care of the herd. That's your job while I'm not around. Okay. Okay. Everybody's starting to lay down. Yeah. Are you groaning? What are you groaning about? I'm supposed to be the one groaning. I'm the one working here. What are you groaning about? I'm groaning because of old age, but what are you groaning about? You're not that old. I think, what, you're 8 years old? I'll have to look it up, but I think you're 8. You're still in your prime. Okay, I'm going home. I've done enough for today. Yeah, I'm glad I got that fixed. I didn't like that tree growing into that gate. Or should I say the gate growing into the, the growth. The gate was growing around. Oh, one thing I forgot to show you. When I went to the farm to pick up that 4-foot gate, or maybe I showed, no, I didn't. That was the older ones on that gate. Oh, that gate there, I think it's a 12-footer. It measures from one end of the gate to the other gate. It measures 11 foot 9 inches. So I guess the other inches are the hooks on the end. Anyway, I think it's considered a 12-foot gate. Anyway, when I went to the thing to get that little 4-foot gate, I asked my brother if he had some old ones, and here's some of the old ones he had. These three here have a longer thing here, and these are shorter. And this is what I've been using. He had one of those too, so he let me have that. So I don't know if these are much good. The threads are all rusted, so I don't know if I can screw them in, but I can screw that one in and that one in, I think. But these, and that one too. But these two, I could probably hammer them in. Be easier. But they might screw in. Anyway, there. I got them if I need them. Almost forgot to take them home. All right. Oh, I'm going to leave 2 of them out here and tie them to that tree in case I ever do want to hinge that gate. Okay, who do I want to leave? That's too good. I'll leave these 2. These 2 are probably the best. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to hook it. I'm going to tie them to the tree. I'll just put them in the. Yeah, I'll put them. I was going to put something underneath that gate anyway. I got to do that. Got to get some sticks. Okay, this is the end then. Because since the cattle are up here, see? Hey, who's that? Oh, that's that cow. That's that cow. She's the one getting in there. She's smart. reach all the way in. She can reach all the way in and get that tub of corn. The only thing is, she don't like the door banging on her. But she'll probably figure it out. I think she's the one been getting in there. It's just that door gets in her way, but that's her problem. Okay, like I said, I'm ready to go home. I'm gonna hook these things into the gate thing so they're there if I need them. Okay, last view of my gate work. All right, this is the end of another one, end of another video. Bye. There, see, I just put them in. That's how they have them when you buy it. They're attached to those things. Yeah, that's an old gate. Old. That's what they used to have. That's what we used to use when I was young. They didn't have these. Well, they might have had pipe gates, but I don't remember. But I remember those kind. I think only rich farmers could use the pipe gates. I don't know. I'm just joking. I remember there used to be a truck that come around. Yeah, more like when I was in high school. There was a truck that came around with a bunch of these different sizes of pipe gates, and trying to sell them to farmers. And I remember that. I don't know if Dad ever bought any from them or not, but I remember they used to come by every once in a while. Okay, well, like I said, that gate's there if I ever need it, either for here or for anywhere else that I might decide to put one. Okay, I don't think maybe a lawnmower would fit if I had a post instead of a tree, but it's okay. The 6-foot gate was better for that. Okay, that's the end. I'm going now. Let's have the last shot of the cattle relaxing. Okay, bye again. Okay, the end. Funny. This is something I've been putting off for a long time. But after I this fence is on with the red hook. That's on. That comes from down there on that charger down there. And then this used to be, the other part used to be powered by the charger way on the other end of the pasture. It goes and then comes through the woods here. But a week ago, so I don't know, a week or two back, I forget when, down there close to where that white jug is, there's a post right after the white jug way down there, before it goes up the hill. I disconnected that fence that goes up the hill, because that's disconnected on top of the hill, but it still goes that way to the gate up on top on the road. So this fence there is now powered by that hook, which I explained before, I think. So now when that's unhooked, this fence is off. So just gave me the opportunity to fix this post here. This post has been sagging leaning this way toward me, which means this gate's been swinging low. It hits over there because there's some concrete on the edge there, all the way to the post. Well, part way up, there's concrete from here going up to control the erosion when it floods. And I added this, I think last year or the year before. I think it was the year before last year. So that would have been, I don't know what year it was. 2 years ago, put it that way. Anyway, I did that because it was always getting washed out, and I keep adding stuff. I put some cement in there. I mixed it by hand, and I got some more hog panels up there I need to put here, and I want to do another row of concrete like that, and fill in that gap, and then extend that over there a little bit more. So it's a better way of driving across here. But anyway, that's another project for a later date. There's no emergency on that. It's working pretty good now. But this gate's been sagging. Before I adjusted it up there, adjusted the post, this gate would barely go on top of that. It looked like a brick, man-made brick, man-made concrete, I mean. So, but now I had to put a rock on top of it. Actually, I had to put a rock underneath it because it was a slant. it was slanted. The concrete block was slanted down on this end on the right side. So I put a rock underneath it to prop that up, and then put another rock on top. And now it's on top of that rock. So when I swing it, hopefully it won't snag over there, because I'm always having to pick it up. Let's see what happens. So it's close, but you can see where it was dragging right there. See where it was scratching? Right there. It was scratching that concrete right there. And it was digging a hole there. Digging a hole there. So it's raised up and digging a hole there too. And I always had to pick it. Oh, I need another rock here now. I used to be able to pick it up and slide it into that little groove there against the post, but now I need another rock to put there, so I don't have to chain it all the time. But anyway, what I'm trying to say here, show here. Okay, I raised it up by, first I dug a hole out behind it, added water, let it soften up. You can see the little gap now it's formed over here. I'm gonna drive some rocks in there. I'm gonna drive some rocks in there to wedge that in there to keep it support. But the main reason is I got this wire tied. I had a wire tied to the bottom, and I used it again up here. This one here. It was just a single wire I had tied to the bottom, but it didn't seem like it did much good. So I moved it up to the top, and that's an Osage orange there. That's an Osage orange, the one that's cut off. And you can even see the Osage orange, two of them up there, and one down there. Yeah, we used to have fun with those when we were in high school. Anyway, I won't say how. Anyway, I got this wire. I got how many? I got that one and 4. So I got 5 strands of wire here, and I took some of those. See that wire down on the bottom was dug into the tree, so I had to cut it off. So it's still some of it's still in the tree. It's bit into it. So on this one here, I took some of those branches of the Osage orange and put 3 of them behind the tree. So now the wire is touching those Osage orange small sticks, so it won't cut into the tree. The tree can still expand, but the wire won't dig into the tree anymore down there. Okay, so and then I tightened it up. I put some tension on it. I just put tension on it. I twisted it until it was tight, and then it moved, and I could watch the gate move up as I twisted it. So now it's up high enough. All I got to do now is put a rock there that I can put the gate between the rock and the post to hold it in place. Okay, I may have to move that softer rock there and put a bigger rock in there if I can find one. Okay, anyway, that's what I was doing on my way out. I'm always finding something else to do. Cows were down here, but they all left. Went back up on top. Oh, sunlight in my eyes off the water. Sunshine and the water makes me happy, but it blinds me too. Okay. The glare. So anyway, I'm done here. Like I said, I gotta find me another rock there. Let's see how big I need. Okay, it's gotta be bigger than that one. Okay, I got a lot of riprap around here, and I ain't touching those. I like those there. I like these here too. There's a nice flat one. Hey, there's one. Maybe it's got a nice wedge shape to it. I'm gonna see if I can dig that. I gotta be careful. This fence is on, so I don't wanna. And I'm gonna get that flat rock out too. The water. Sometimes the water comes up along here. It flows through here. I know. It flows through there. Sometimes you can see you can see the remnants of the water when it flows. When that little creek there, that branch, that big branch I got over there, on the down the hill from the bales. There's a big branch on the left side of the bales up there. That branch, the little stream flows out here, comes down here, and then the owner of that field there, he dug a trench with his track hoe, comes out this way and enters into the creek, and he did the same thing along the edge of that field. So because any water that comes across the road down over there flows on the edge of the field and comes back into here. So all the water winds up in this creek. And what was I saying? Oh, I need to get these rocks. Get those 2 rocks and see if they'll fit in that area over there against that post. Okay, let's try that. Okay, let me stop talking and get this done. Oh, I just wanted a view of this from this angle. That's all. Here, I don't know if you can see. You can see those sticks tied around the back of the tree. The wires touching those sticks of the Osage. Of course, the tree is not an Osage. This is the smaller one here. This one here, I think the one over there too. I think there's only one in here, and it's a young one. Anyway, I just wanted to get a view of this angle. Okay, that's it. All right. Okay. Well, it's already 6 p.m. or after, so I'm going to see if the gate will lay in there now. I think what I might have to do is get some dirt and some soil and lay underneath that second rock, because the second rock is a flat one, and the top rock is a wedge shaped. So if I raise up both rocks, it'll probably work better. Let me test the gate. The main reason for doing this was so when I close this gate, I don't have to pick it up to drag it across those. It was dragging all the way through here. I had to keep picking it up. Tired of it. Yeah, that works. That works pretty good. See? Yeah, that works pretty good. Let me go out now. Yeah, that works pretty good. Okay. Now all I gotta do is push it. I don't have to pick it up until I get to the end. Yeah, I took that old rock out. Yeah, that works pretty good. I'll chain it to the post and I'm done. Let me go ahead and chain it. Well, I'm back in business. I hooked the fence back up. It's turned on. I tightened up the bottom wire. It was real loose. Yeah, those wires there hooked to the tree. That tree X, that's a good tension on there. So I need something better to drive into the ground on this side of the post. Rocks don't work because they just bust. I need like a wood wedge or something harder. Not harder than a rock, but easier to drive in, like a wedge, wood wedge. Anyway, I got that gate hooked up about the same as it was before. I just added a different rocks on to raise it up. So now it's setting good, and it swings good. Swings a lot better now. I pulled the post back that way toward that tree. That's a lot better. Why make my work harder? Oh, the easy way is best, usually. Okay, that's all for this video, for sure, because there's no cows to film on my way out. And I'm headed up my last gate, close it, and go home and take a break. Take a nice long rest for a few days, because I can't think of any other projects that I need to get done right away, right now anyway. But you know me, I'll be thinking about something. I'll be thinking about it. See what's next. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out when it happens. All right, see you when I see it, or catch you later. Yeah, it's still, this is the end of September 9, 2023. Finished my work on top. I did some work there at that gate to raise it up. It was sagging, so I straightened the post up, or pulled the post back so it wouldn't sag and drag. And then I just noticed on my way out, as the sun shines on my fence over there, I can see it real good. I can see that barbed wire addition. Yeah, that'll keep them from crossing over when I lock them out of here. And one of these days I'll be locking them out, because I think I'll be selling the cattle after I sell the cattle, 5 head of cattle. Maybe then I'll think about mowing this. Let me get my tractor all ready. Sun's shining through that tree here. Trying to, yeah, shining through that tree. It's getting low. Yeah, it's a nice time of day. Sun's going down. Shadows are long. Oh, and the temperature is just right now. It's cool. I'm not sweating. I didn't sweat very much today. It's been pretty cool. And my shirt's dry anyway. Usually when I come home from working out there in pasture, I'm soaking wet. There's a few days there where I was soaking wet by noon. I had to go back to the house, change my clothes because I was so wet. I couldn't take it. Had to dry off, even take a shower, change clothes, and then go back to work. And then by the time I get back this time of night, I'm still sweating, but not now. Not now. This is, yeah, I'll be mowing this after I sell the cattle next week. I don't know when I'm going to mow it, but that's probably one of my projects that I probably should focus on more, is mowing. Okay, I'm just wasting video now. Okay, let's go home. Glad I got the work done that I got done. Anyway, like I said, I just noticed that this fence is real easy to see when the sun's shining on it. Yeah. Okay, that's all for today, and I'm done with the project for today. So I'll be focusing on working with the cattle up there in the corral, getting ready to sort them next week, next Tuesday, because that's when I'm going to sell them. Tuesday, I'm going to take them in. Well, I think they're sold on Wednesday at the auction, but then I'm going to take them in on Tuesday just to make it easy on myself. And I'm planning on making 2 trips. If the cattle will cooperate and go in the trailer like they're supposed to, okay, that'll help me a lot. But it just takes time, and I gotta keep a positive attitude, and don't get excited around the cattle. They don't respond well. I gotta learn to stay calm. I stay calm and they stay calm. Okay, and think what I just have to know that it's gonna work out the way I planned. Okay, that's all for today. See you later, or catch you later. Bye.